Hey, awesome parents, and welcome back. My name is Michal Greenberg-Cohen, and I'm here to support you to have the talk with your teens in the digital age. Today, I want to actually dive into a little more about the LGBTQ plus concept and really talk with you about three definitions that might actually help you to have the talk with your child and also for you to understand better what you're talking about. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the idea or the definition of biological sex. And biological sex is the gender that assigned to us when we were born. And the options were either female or male, and also there is an intersex. So there are three biological sex that we have today. And we all have our on our identity as like what's our biological sex. But it doesn't mean anything about our gender identity that I'm going to talk in a second, or about our sexual orientation. But that's the definition that when they ask us about what's your sex, that those are the three options. So now I want to talk about gender identity. So gender identity, it's really about how I identify as. And it doesn't mean that it needs to be the same as my biological sex. So gender identity usually would be either I'm a man or I'm a woman. And also we know there are people that want to be like non-binary, which means that they don't want to be identified as masculines or feminine at all, but really, they don't want to be identified. And the identification of women and men is actually, they claim, but everyone can claim that it's a Western, it's a cultural definition. It's actually not a biological definition from any kind. So, and if you think about it, like it comes with expectations, right? So if I'm a woman, I'm expected to behave or to do specific things. And if I'm a man, then I'm expected to behave or do specific things. And that comes with the gender identity, right? So how I identify as. And the last thing that I want to talk about is sexual orientation. And sexual orientation is who I am attracted to. And again, it doesn't mean that it will be based on my biological sex, and it doesn't mean that it will be based on my gender identity. It's just my attraction. And we know that heterosexual are people that are attracted to the opposite sex. We know lesbians are female who are attracted to female, or women who are attracted to women. And gays are men that are attracted to men. And we also know we have like bisexual, who are people that are attracted to both sex, and therefore bisexual. And what I also want to share with you is that it's not that suddenly people wake up in the morning and decide, oh, like that's going to be my gender identity, or that's going to be my sexual orientation. We actually are born with our gender identity and our sexual orientation. And usually as children are maybe like, and usually when our children starting the age of 6 and 7, they start to understand what's their gender identity and what's their sexual orientation. And as they grow, they also start to put words into that. They say, oh, like they can understand that, maybe they feel like a man, or they feel like a woman, right? Or like I'm attracted to that person, therefore I am heterosexual, or therefore I'm a lesbian or gay. So it's not that they're going to talk about that, but in their head, they actually have the words. They can really, they can say words to their feelings or to their thoughts. And usually during teenagers' years, that's when our children, if they feel safe at home, they will come and talk with us about their gender identity or their sexual orientation and all those conversations. That's what will happen usually when they are teenagers. And this is why it's very important that we, the parents or the caregivers, will talk to our children about that. And remember, talk to your teens. You're both going to benefit from it. I'll see you at the next episode. Bye-bye.